We talk about this all the time, and I want you guys to take a look at this video. The potential fight between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao has been one of the bigger debates between Skip and Stephen A. And we turn to you, and if you side with people on this one, I'm going to get you out of here, okay? Tell us your take on Mayweather facing Pacquiao.
Listen closely, Stephen A. Smith.
If you think that my Hollis card was taken away before, when I'm about to say, he will never speak to me again.
Okay.
As long as we live.
That won't happen.
I'm going to take my glasses off.
Okay.
All right, so he can understand clearly what I'm about to say. I come from an era where a champion was a champion, where you fought the best fighter that you could fight. You didn't duck anybody. Sugar Ray Robinson didn't duck anybody. Joe Louis had the Bum of the Month Club. Ali didn't duck anybody. Even when he was past his prime, he still fought Larry Holmes. All right? All right? Thomas Hearns didn't duck anybody.
Hurry up!
Roberto Durant didn't duck anybody.
Hurry up!
In my opinion, and Floyd is probably never going to talk to me, at some point, when they were both, right after that Ricky Hatton fight, when they both had fought Ricky Hatton, at some point, at that point, I'm not saying now no, but at that point, I believe Floyd Mayweather Jr. was afraid.
Afraid?
You heard me, afraid to fight Manny Pacquiao. He had never fought anybody as fast. He had never fought anybody that could hit as hard with both fists. He had never faced the likes of a Manny Pacquiao before. Now, if they fought, I think Floyd would destroy him now.
What's going on? What is going on?
I'll tell you how I feel.
What is going on?
Harry, I watched this show. I watched this show religiously. I love this show. But at that point then, do I believe that Floyd was afraid of Manny? Yes, I do. All of this, throw him off of his game by taking a drug test early. All of this, you don't do that. If you're going to put him on, lace him up and get it on, homie. Get it on. True champions fight the person in front of them. At that point, hear me clearly, Stephen A. At that point, I believe he was afraid of Manny Pacquiao. Do I think now he would destroy him? Absolutely.
Do I get to speak
Go
on
ahead,
my own
my
show?
good friend.
I mean, how about that? Let me.
I am a guest. I am a guest.
Let me be clear. Let me be clear. As disrespectful as I think Skip is with all the chicken stuff and all of that, I get where you're coming from, and I'm not going to take away your Hollis card off of that, Ed Lover.
Thank you, my brother.
I feel you where you're coming from.
Here it comes.
What I would ask is to consider 2 points. This is what I would, to consider 3 points, actually. Number one, that Floyd is a boxing magician.
Absolutely.
Defensively. Number two, when he talked about Manny Pacquiao, he said you want the best, take the test. Because you had a lot of people, including Floyd, who believed, right or wrong, that Manny Pacquiao was juiced up. And ultimately, Manny Pacquiao threatened legal action and initiated legal action before Floyd had to silence it. But Floyd and others are quick to point out how since that point, Manny Pacquiao was softened up a little bit when you see him in the ring. Didn't look as formidable. Number 3, and more importantly, when you talk about money, and I love Manny Pacquiao, and he came on the set, and Skip and I had a wonderful time with him and Marquez. The point is, when they did that, Floyd pointed out everybody's knocking him because he wouldn't do a 50-50 split, and he offered Manny Pacquiao $40 million, which was the largest pay. What Floyd was saying was this: if Bob Arum does your fights, Manny Pacquiao, you're giving up over 30% of your money to the promoter. If we fought one another, who's the promoter? It's me, because I don't have a promoter. I own my own stuff, and I promote my own stuff, which is why I've made a minimum of $40 million over every fight. So why are you whining about the $40 million I'm offering you when you're not getting that from anybody else? And on top of it all, I'm the dude fighting you, plus I'm the dude promoting the fight, because you're not going to promote the fight with talking. So all of those things make sense, and all I'm saying is, you're entitled to your beliefs. I don't like when Skip does that. I hear where y'all are coming from, but at the same time, Floyd has a point, too.
According to 50 Cent, Floyd doesn't have a company. That's all Al Heyman.
Well, we can't
According
go
to
by that.
50.
According to 50
We
Cent.
can't go by
According to
that.
50.
According to 50.
That's speculation at the moment.
That's 50 said.
But I want to hear what Ed Lover says about that time 2-3 years ago when Floyd kept saying, take the test. And Manny is saying, it's not my routine to get to get needle tested on fight day. Was that
Right.
legit?
That was absolutely legitimate. He said, I'll take it as soon as we walk out of the ring.
Correct.
Why wasn't the fight made? Why wasn't this fight made? This is a fight the world wants to see. This is a fight everybody wants to see. I'm not denying that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a master in the ring. Probably one of the best we've ever seen in our time or will ever see, for that matter. He is carrying the sport of boxing right now. But why don't you fight this man? Why is it taking so long to you to fight?
You still want to see a fight?
Now, no.
No, you don't want to see a
Oh,
fight.
come on.
Ed, in the
Yes, sir.
sport of boxing, listen to me. In the sport of boxing, if I think you're cheating, and I'm making $40 million for a fight against dudes I know are not cheating and that I can beat, why would I take the fight if I believe that you're juiced? Why
Because
would
I
I
have
do
the
that?
heart of the champion, and I'm taking everybody that everybody wants to see me fight. That's why.
Stephen A., I'm a boxing magician, as you always say. If he were that good, he'd say, I'll just dance this man silly.
Right.
I don't care how hard he hits.
Your
He
PEDs
won't
are
lay
not
a
gonna
glove
affect
on
me.
me. But he
can't hit
ran
me.
from him because he was afraid of him. Because, as Ed Lover just said, he had never fought anybody that quick and
Ever.
that powerful.
Ever.
And that's a lethal
It
combination.
wasn't Victor Ortiz.
And
All I know- all I know
Floyd
is this.
just waited him out.
The
He
way
waited
Marquez,
and waited
I
until he
agree.
finally got knocked out by Marquez.
Ed Lover,
Yes,
Ed
sir.
Lover, Marquez put him to sleep.
He did.
You saw what
He did.
Floyd did to Marquez.
Yeah, he rocked him. He rocked him hard.
Leave it right there, gentlemen. It's fun. I'm glad you're here.
I
Hang
am
out.
so glad that you guys had me here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a good time.
Thank
Hang
you.
out. We got
You
we
owe
got
me
a
a
little more
dinner,
time.
Ed.
You owe
Anytime,
us
bro.
all a dinner. Okay, guys, it's time for you at home.